Hello, everyone. Welcome to, what is this, episode 3 of NERDCast?
I've lost count after 2.
And I'm Lee, and I'm joined by my lovely associates, Will.
Hi.
And Danny.
I'm so tired.
And if you notice that we are down one of our usual cast members, it's because Mark, I am sad to say, has passed away, and he'll be back around Thanksgiving. So
so funny.
But, yeah, Mark couldn't make it. I don't know. He said he was busy. I don't know exactly what's going on with him, and I don't know if that's...
Trust me, we don't have homework. We do not have homework.
If a podcast... I don't know if a podcast is an appropriate place to discuss Mark's private life without him here, but...
Mark has a job.
It's sad, because he was supposed to host this episode.
Yeah, he was.
We decided, 7 months ago, after our long hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in February, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so after that poor intro, Mark was supposed to host, so who are we going to pass the hosting duties off to? Did we agree, Will?
That was 7 months.
I was right.
What?
Wild guess. We just figured out it was 7 months ago that we last did our show.
Well,
Wow.
We should rebrand this NERDCast 2.0, the second coming.
The second coming. Okay, I like that. Not blasphemous or offensive in any way. I like it.
so we have an episode title.
Okay, so I think we're going to start off with the usual 5-minute flurry, which, since it's podcast 2.0, we have rebranded as the world's fastest update. So I'm going to get the timer out here. And basically, we
never hit 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to just try to go as fast as we can. And
I stutter when I talk really fast, so if you start hearing me talk like that, yeah.
That's all right. It fits right in with the NERDCast, all right? Okay, so we're going to start off, just so we have the jumping point, Will's random fact, and I'm going to introduce every other topic from there and see how fast we can get this done. Remember to talk coherently. If the point isn't communicated, then the time doesn't matter. So.
I'm not prepared.
Okay, so are we ready?
Oh, I just typed it. Never mind. I'll tell you after.
Dropping the ball, Danny. Are we ready?
Start.
Yeah.
Danny, are you ready?
Yeah. I am ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. So.
That doesn't count for much.
Okay, so are we ready? We're starting now. Will, your random fact of the day.
The temperature has never reached 100 degrees Fahrenheit in either Alaska or Hawaii.
Interesting. Food of the week. What's your food of the week? Pick any food.
Bacon.
What?
Your bacon epic from Epic Mealtime.
Bacon.
Since I'm currently eating chocolate almonds, I will say chocolate almonds. COD Talk with Lee and Danny. I'm pretty sure everyone has heard enough of Modern Warfare 3, but I don't really know anything specific about that. So, yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is going to be...
Except for Ghost.
It's going to be pretty good. Game of the week. What is your game of the week? Any game.
Resistance 3.
Game I'm playing is Pokemon Trading Card Game for the Game Boy Color.
Resistance 3 or the Vietnamese translation of Pokemon Crystal.
I've been playing Mass Effect 2, so that's my game of the week.
That's my game of the year. Take that.
But I started playing it again. But movie of the week? What's your movie of the week?
Armageddon, because it's terribly, the science is so wrong.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because monkeys are awesome.
I haven't seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes yet, but I saw Armageddon, and it was awesome, and I don't care about its inaccuracies.
Twilight.
Get out.
My movie of the week? I don't even know what my movie of the week is. Horrible, awkward pause.
And get out.
What?
What, nothing?
Sorry, Jamie's making me go see Breaking Dawn when it comes out, so...
Get out.
Oh, I will leave the theater.
You are banished from NERDCast.
What if I fall asleep?
I don't care.
I'm going to say my movie of the week, what was the... I got... You know all those stupid deals at HMV when you go and buy your movies and then they say, oh, sucker you into this crap and you can get it for $5, these no-name movies? Well, they had, what was it? Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine for $5. So I was like, you know what, why not? So that's my movie of the week.
X-Men Origins Wolverine after, but it's after the 5-minute flurry, so... Or it's after the world's fastest... whatever.
Yeah. You screwed it up already. Alright, what's your song of the week?
Oh, God.
You gotta think faster.
Because it's playing every 5 seconds of my life.
What?
I'm going to say This Is War by 30 Seconds to Mars.
Okay, what was yours, Danny? I didn't hear it.
I don't like it, but every time I turn on the radio, Party Rock Anthem is playing. So even if you don't like it, it will probably be your song of the week because you're going to hear it anyway.
I don't mind. It's a good sound. But, what was mine? I don't even know. There's so many songs I could pick from.
Metallica.
No. You know what? Since both of you picked... Well, I'm going to go with some classic rock and say... Go Your Own Way, Fleetwood Mac. There you go. Ginger joke of the day. Does anybody have...
Spice World.
Does anybody have a ginger joke off the top of their head before I look one up?
Danny's a ginger.
No, I'm gonna find one.
Universal joke of the day.
Okay, just start naming off jokes. I stopped the stop. Oh no, I didn't stop the stopwatch. Never mind.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Danny.
Danny who?
Danny's a ginger.
Shut up. What is the difference between a redhead and a computer? Redhead won't accept a 3.5 inch.
You're on the same site I'm on. The first one that comes up.
I typed it in and it already was it was already loaded for some reason. What is the difference between a redhead and a lawyer? There's some things even a lawyer won't do to people. What else is there? We should have background music.
How do you start an argument with a redhead? Say something.
Danny, we can have background music playing in the background.
Alright. So is that it? Are we done?
Wait. Okay. Why aren't there any more redhead jokes? Someone told them to a redhead.
Okay. 4:52. We almost hit 5 minutes. I wouldn't really call that a record.
Okay, this is a question that Lee can elaborate on. Was it you who told me a story that you and your friends went to go see X-Men Origins Wolverine on like the last day it was out in theaters, and you sat in the theater, you were the only ones there, then 2 people came in and sat right in front of you?
Yes, that was me. I think it was literally the last day it was out in theaters. We were just like, you know what, there's nothing else playing. Or no, we showed up and the thing was late or something like that, right? But, yeah, we go in, nobody in the theater. Literally no one, right? We sit in, like, we find the perfect spot, not up at the top, but not down at the bottom, in the middle somewhere, you know, so you don't have to look up or down, right? That is ideal viewing. Are you agreeing with me, or is it just...
That is ideal viewing. I try to go there, yes.
Am I just neurotic in my movie viewing?
No, it's okay.
But yeah, so we just, like, sit there, and since they got the fancy seats that lean back, we put our feet up on the ones in front of us, right? So our feet are up, clearly obstructing the person in front of us is sitting there. If they were sitting there, they would be annoyed.
Yeah.
And so we come in, and it's like, we're not going to take our feet down, because obviously they're going to sit somewhere else. Right? No human being is that dumb. Well, apparently we found the ones that are. I remember I was sitting there, my feet up on the chair, they sat down in the chair, I just like took my feet off and slammed them authoritatively and irritatedly into the ground. I was like, really? You just did that? It was an intentional dick move to people that they didn't know.
And then they said, why is the floor so sticky? I just came.
And that's my anger.
know what you should have done? When they did that, you should have got up, sat in front of them.
Yeah.
And then they would get up, sit in front of you, and then what do? You go back 2 spots back to where you originally were.
Should have done that.
Can you please get the hell out of that seat? Okay, so I think we should move on. I think.
Are you blind? There are 500 seats here. I think a simple way to say this is...
Danny, we're trying to move on.
Yes.
Pardon my language.
Okay, so the next segment is Our Tube, which is where we run over what's going on our YouTube channels and what's coming up on our YouTube channels. If you don't know our YouTube channels, mine is...
And what's not happening on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's because you don't use yours.
My YouTube channel is Manly92, and Will, his channel. Sorry, I just completely mind blanked there and had no idea what I was going to say next. I was just like...
Mine and Mark's channel is Eagle Thrust Top Gun.
There you go, yes.
What we got going on right now?
Yeah, you can go first. What do you got going on right now? What's the latest video you uploaded, and then what's for the future?
Latest video I uploaded was Mark plays Super 64 Mario, Episode 3, 8 sides to 1 coin. Mark takes an 8 red coin mission and the first Bowser fight. By himself.
Was there a lot of screaming, Rush, and Toronto Maple Leafs mentioned?
Pretty much. And background music because we had some audio issues. And then soon, Mark and I will be taking on Portal 2 co-op.
I'm actually looking forward to that, because I was going to play Portal 2 on my own. Well, I was going to play Portal 1 and then play Portal 2, because I haven't played either of them, and they both look like really good games. But I'm pretty sure if I added those games to my list that I need to play, I would shoot myself, because I have too many right now, so...
What do you have to play?
You don't want to make me run down the list, do you? I still have to finish Infamous 2, and then I have to finish
Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm still playing Minecraft, so that's infinite amount of time. But anyway.
What happened to Minecraft Mayhem?
What?
What happened to Minecraft Mayhem?
I got bored of the single player. I might start it up again once it's actually released, because well, I'll have to do a new world though, so I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the story. But
yeah,
just because I already did everything and single player was boring when I could play multiplayer, or I was going to get a bunch of people on and we could just screw around and film that.
That would be entertaining.
But what else was I going to say? I have to do Infamous 2. I have to do Infamous 2, the DLC that's coming out. What was it? The vampire one. You heard about that, right, Danny?
What's it called again?
I don't remember. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm trying to remember. I know it has PlayStation Move compatibility, which no one will play.
No. Considering they played the entire game without Move compatibility, yes. Or did Infamous 2 have... Like, the original one, did it have Move?
Move wasn't even out when Infamous first one came out.
No, Infamous 2.
You could use the PlayStation Move when you made user-created missions. You can use that. But other than that, no.
But yeah, that's just... I was wondering if it'd be weird if it had it for the DLC and didn't have it for the original game. But,
I found him.
What?
I found him.
Dave? Yeah, he texted me. Anyway, it's not good to be talking about production things during the podcast. But anyway, we were supposed to have a guest star, and he bailed on us, so...
Infamous 2, Festival of Blood.
Festival of Blood. I knew it had something to do with a carnival or festival or something, and I knew it had something to do with blood, because that's implied with vampires. But I couldn't remember the exact title. I have to play that when it comes out. I have to finish New Vegas and all of that DLC. Modern Warfare 3 will be coming out soon. Uncharted 3 will be coming out soon. I have to finish Mass Effect 2. I don't know if I'll play Resistance 3 online again. I doubt that. But yeah, that's just the short list.
Resistance 3 co-op. We got to do that. Because if I can get the Superhuman trophy playing co-op, trust me, I'm not doing that single-player campaign on Superhuman. It is brutal.
Is there a co-op campaign?
Yeah, it's split screen or online.
Okay. Because I don't remember seeing
It's
that.
not like the 8-man stuff from Resistance 2. It's like you can play the full campaign.
They don't even have that anymore at all?
No, they shouldn't have taken that out there. That was a blast.
It was pretty good, but I can see why they did, to make the competitive more robust, right?
Yeah, then we get teabagged by the Legacy.
The Legacy.
That's a story for another episode.
What?
Did you guys hear about Sony's new clause in the PlayStation Network?
Yeah, I did.
You can't sue them. You can never sue them.
You're not allowed to sue them.
Unless they say it's alright.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. Part of my language.
I found that entertaining.
It's funny, but it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
So
Like,
basically, it was the most recent, like, where you had to do the terms of use thing again, right?
Because it just randomly sometimes when I would log on, I won't be able to log on. I'd have to go accept the new terms of service.
Yeah.
I had to do that once when I first got it, and then 3 years later, I have to do it twice in the next 3 months. It's almost as bad as their firmware updates.
Oh, and I realize that this is incredibly off topic because it's supposed to be about our YouTube channels, but anyway, it's a conversational podcast.
Conversational podcast.
But I bought Resistance 3 the day it came out, and it was probably around lunch because I didn't have school that day. So I went to the mall to get it. I come home, put it on the disc, so the game hasn't been out for 12... It's been out for 12 hours. I have to do a half-gig update.
Yes, it was the update from the beta. They had a day one patch.
At 656 megabits.
Yes, it took me an hour and a half to
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
If I was a total dick, I could have stole that game from where I work because we got that a week before. The full playable version was in our store.
Yeah, and
I saw it on the shelf and I reached for it and no, I can't. I'm not evil.
That's illegal, baby.
But
so is bought it.
Yeah, 656 megabits on the very first day is out of hand. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? It
was because they had the beta so late till the release.
Yeah,
so
I don't care. You should have planned ahead. 656. Yeah. When I buy your game, I want to play it when I get it, not 2 hours from now.
To quote Jim Sterling, any time wasted from a gamer is just ridiculous.
That was
never waste a gamer's time.
It's are you saying that I'm wrong in this? I think that I have
right. It was actually ridiculous.
I have the right to play your game when if I wasn't as dedicated, I probably would have been like, you know what? If I have to wait for this, I'm just going to cancel it, take it out, and play Call of Duty. 90% of the console owning.
Remember back in the old days, in the original PlayStation, where you just put a game into the tray and you could play?
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Those were great days.
Yeah. When you can
pop and Crash Bandicoot and play for 4 hours.
Yeah, when you can put in a cartridge and then it doesn't work, and then you pop it out and put it in again, it doesn't work, and then you pull it out and blow on it, and you put it in and it doesn't work, and then you pull out the cartridge again and blow on it, and then blow into the system, and then put it in and it doesn't work. And then you get very angry, and then you pull out the cartridge and just do something.
My Sega Genesis case.
And then just try to do some voodoo witchcraft and plead with it, and then put it in, and for some reason you didn't actually do anything. It works now. That was the day. But, yeah, okay, so continuation of my story. What? Well, continuation of my story. So then I go, okay, I'll play the campaign, right? So I played quite a bit of the campaign. The campaign wasn't that long, but anyway.
It was too short.
Next day, turn it on, go to play again, because I was like, yeah, it was really good. The first time playing it was really awesome. I want to play again. Another update. How big? 656 megabits on day 2.
I only had to do one update.
Nope, I had to do 2.
That is dumb.
Unless, I don't know, Insomniac hates me for being a loyal customer.
You buy our games. You are our biggest fan. Screw you.
I just, I played the shitty Spyros even, and...
Spyro that wasn't made by them?
Yeah, that's probably why. But
If we stop making Spyro, you stop playing Spyro.
when Elijah Wood did the voice of Spyro. But anyway, okay, back to my channel since I haven't actually said that. Did you have something to say before that though, Danny? Eh? Did you have something to say before that?
No, see, I want to re-listen to everything we did here because I want to know exactly where we got off topic and how we got off topic.
I don't know, but anyway, since we're back, since we are still technically in the Our Tube segment, my channel, the last video I uploaded was probably a couple weeks ago, but that's because I heard the sub boxes were broken as of now, and apparently they won't get fixed.
I noticed that.
They're not always making it into the sub boxes, and apparently the only way to get around that is to do the scheduled uploader, but not everyone has access to the scheduled uploader, I think, or something like that. And apparently the scheduled uploader broke, so YouTube's just failing really hard right now, so I don't think I'm going to be updating that. Or uploading one. I do have one that's just ready to upload. I have a video ready, but I haven't done it yet. So I'll probably wait till the problems are all resolved and do that. But the last one I uploaded was... It was actually my glitch video. Did you... where I was playing in third person? I've never seen or heard of that before. But...
That was your third person video, like the one where the entire game you were... This was Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game.
It wasn't the entire game. It was only part of it. It was from the host migration to when the round changed. But yeah, that was the last one I uploaded. I have one, just a regular commentary that I was going. I tried to do my deadlines like every week, but wasn't like a strict deadline just because I was going months apart without uploading videos. So I wanted to actually kind of set myself a deadline, but because they're not just regular commentaries aren't that hard to make, so I don't really see any point with why I can't do it. Just set aside some time. But recently I did a buddy of mine, you guys probably know him, Cody, and I sat down and played almost the entire Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops on Veteran and almost beat it in one night.
Oh, jeez.
We got all the way to the 4th tier, and we beat all of them 3 stars.
How long did that take you?
Probably like 3 hours. And I recorded all the footage, all of our commentary, so I'm going to be uploading that. It's going to be a lot of editing, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Lots of fails, lots of funny moments. So
it's like our quad commentary in Zombies.
Yeah, it's and
I enjoyed that.
So that's basically what's the future for my channel. I was going to do a Let's Play of Resistance 3, but I might do it if I don't. Well, I'm going to do it with you, so we're going to play through on Superhuman.
Thank God. If I get that gold trophy, I'm going to cry.
We're going to play through on Superhuman with, you know how when you beat it, it gives you like those tweaks that you can buy?
Yes.
Where it's like, well, we're going to do limited ammo, we're going to do all the ones that inhibit us on Superhuman. So, yeah, it's going to happen.
We're going to be handicapped to the max.
Huh?
We're going to be handicapped to the max.
Yeah. As handicapped as we already are without the game making it any more difficult.
So it'll be like a one-legged person with one arm in World War II.
Well, let's not discriminate. I'm pretty sure you can still shoot a gun with one arm.
How could you say that?
Hey, there are people at school. Like, there's one guy who doesn't have any arms. He can text faster than me. He can type faster than me. He's smarter than me.
I don't mean to critique, but how is texting possible with?
I don't know. You get used to it. Like you adapt to it. It's fine.
You know what I mean? How does he physically do it? I'm not like trying to offend him. I'm just asking the question.
He's in Jamie's tutorial. I'll ask her.
I don't understand the mechanics behind it. I'm not denying that he can do it. I'm just wondering how.
I don't know.
Okay, So,
that part.
Danny.
Wait, I have one more update from Eagle Thrust Africa.
Okay.
Mark and I gave our mascot Billy a makeover.
Oh, did you? That's some big news.
Yes, we did. It is big news.
Do we get a preview? Just
Does he have
Danny and I?
Mhm.
Do you have a picture?
Try. Give me a second. Chat. Hey, keep talking. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much. Oh wait, Danny, what's going on your channel?
my channel?
Yeah.
I have a comment that I commented on a video. I favorited a video, and I logged out.
That's
There you
quite entertaining. I think we should petition.
Yeah, I don't think I can give you guys a preview right now.
Oh,
It
okay.
was worth it.
I don't think I think we should petition to get Danny a YouTube channel and make him upload videos.
I agree. Danny should start vlogging.
Yes.
Vlogging, or whatever it's called.
So leave a
The
comment.
crappy version of Tabasco.
Leave a comment below saying Danny get a YouTube channel. Go to his what's yours? Something about the wild and
No. If this video gets 10 likes, I will do a vlog thanking you
Really?
for those 10 likes. And then I'll post it on my channel.
all right. I'm going to go make 9 more accounts.
Yeah, I've got a couple. Actually, Lee, I just thought of something.
What?
So I really have to do this now, don't I?
Yup.
Actually, Lee, I
Yeah.
have something to call you out on.
What? My CTR playthrough?
Do you happen to remember the Olympia challenge?
I can't do it. I sincerely tried it. I was just like, you know what? All right, I put the class onto a T. I went into the Nuketown 24/7 playlist, and I was like, I'll only be able to do it on Nuketown because that's a shotgun map. So I was like, you know what? I'll probably be able to do it. I'll get a decent score or try to come in first in a free-for-all. Could not do it, and I literally wanted to throw my controller into the monitor. The gun is just bad.
I hate the Olympia.
Okay, before we'll continue this, but we're moving the segment into the gaming news. Where did Will go?
Will had to step out for a moment.
Will just left. But okay. So yeah, I tried to do it, and the gun is just not good. I know I've seen people do good with it, but I just can't do it.
I can't stand the Olympia. If you ever catch me using it, I'm never going to use it. I'd rather die.
I love the stakeout. I like
steak.
I like the spaz. Will's back, and I even like the HS10 dual wield. The HS10 dual wield is actually half decent, but I can't do the
Never use
Olympia.
that.
Will, are you back? I can't hear you, Will.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, there we go. What
He's
happened?
Yes, you can. Yeah, sorry, my internet cut out in a second.
Oh, okay.
To all of our listeners here, any technical
back.
difficulties there might be, we are new to this.
I need a little
Give
pic.
us the benefit of the doubt.
I'm going to get a little picture of a puppy pulling the cord out of the wall, and it says we are experiencing technical difficulties. But
Well, actually, we have an idea.
okay.
What I think I'm going to do is instead of a puppy, I'm going to get a picture of Mark doing that.
All right. But yeah, your Olympia challenge, well, I tried it, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do the Olympia, but I'm going to set up my own secondaries and my own things like that, right? So I had the Olympia, the ballistic, or the crossbow, and C4s, and I was like, you know what? Basically, the crossbow is going to be my primary. I'm going to run around with that, and if I have to storm a building, I'll pull out the Olympia, and then the C4s can just be if I get in a sticky situation. So I was like, I'll do it that way. But I found out that, well, I still went negative. It was that bad. And probably about 90% of my kills were from the crossbow. So I was like, I don't really think that's an Olympia challenge if it's all the crossbow. But I did try it. I couldn't do it.
Good. I'll accept that.
There are certain guns I just can't use. The Olympia, and there was one other one that I just cannot use. The RPK. Doesn't work. But that's just me.
I only use Stoner as a light machine gun.
The Stoner's overpowered.
What's the other one called, actually? The M60?
The M60, the Pig, El Chapadero.
Yes, I actually have used that before. I have used that.
I swore by the M60 for the longest time, but yeah. Once you get the Stoner, it's GG. But yeah, so what else has happened in gaming news? There's been a lot of conventions. Ignore the train that's passing by my house right now.
What was that witchcraft?
But
Oh, God.
I don't know if you could actually hear that on the mic, but it did happen,
Yes.
just to clear that up. But well, yeah, there was how many conventions happened since we stopped doing this? There was E3. It was
Tokyo Game Show.
well, TGS was the most recent one. Before that, there was COD XP.
MLG. MLG Dallas.
Well, there's been a lot of MLG ones. There was MLG Raleigh too.
Let's just stick with Tokyo Game Show, because anyone who's listening to this probably has already heard of everything that happened at E3.
I know. I'm just saying. I was recalling what happened. It's called context, Danny.
Yeah.
So you said you actually know some of the stuff that happened at TGS or is happening. I don't know if it's over. I actually don't. What?
Yes, I do. I know what happened at TGS.
Okay, you want to recap that for us?
Alright, the PlayStation Vita will not be released in North America until 2012. It'll be released December 15th in Japan, so you can import it if you want. You can actually, it's not region locked.
Yeah, I heard that. It's not region locked. Yeah.
There's a whole kerfuffle about the battery only lasting 3 to 5 hours, but apparently there's an external battery option, so if you want to get that, you can. I'm really happy because an HD remake, or not remake, an upgrade, HD upgrade of Final Fantasy X is going to be released on the Vita, so I'm rather excited. Trophies, yes. Nintendo 3DS, they have a new peripheral where you can get a second analog stick, or circle pad, however you call it. And Monster Hunter 4 is coming out for the 3DS. It's a big blow to the Vita, because Monster Hunter is like... Monster Hunter in Japan is like crystal meth in downtown Toronto. It is highly sought after.
The thing is that Monster Hunter 4 for the 3DS is basically supposed to be Monster Hunter Tri, just redone.
Yeah, I was going to say, you play Monster Hunter, don't you, Will?
I'm actually considering doing a Monster Hunter playthrough on the channel soon.
I don't know what exactly Monster Hunter 4 is. I just know that the people in Japan won't care if it's just an upgraded Monster Hunter Tri. They will buy it.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter in Japan, here's a better analogy. Monster Hunter in Japan is similar to Call of Duty in North America. That's the analogy there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy are the 3 biggest things in Japan. When those are released, millions are going to be sold. When Call of Duty is released in North America, people take vacations to play that game.
It's like StarCraft in South Korea.
I love StarCraft.
Except we don't have gambling scandals that cause people to go to prison for 18 months.
Actually, yeah. I don't like... I'm actually considering getting into, like, StarCraft casting, like, taking games, watching the replays, and casting them again.
I have never played a game of StarCraft in my life.
I heard that the YouTube StarCraft community is even more competitive than the Call of Duty YouTube community.
Oh,
Would not put it past it.
It's crazy.
It's like, it's really hard to get into it now.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that actually, like, are professional grade that do it, but I'm not discouraging you, I'm just saying that's what I've heard.
Yeah, no, like, the main guys in the community right now are HD StarCraft, Husky StarCraft, and Lag TV.
I see that Husky StarCraft on the homepage every now and then.
Husky's good. Like, he's basically comedy. HD StarCraft is helps you improve your game. And then Lag TV happened.
What's that?
Lag TV.
What was that?
Lag TV, it's called Life's a Glitch TV. It's two guys from Canuckville, Canada, Newfoundland. One is super black, the other one is super white, and it is probably one of the most vulgar things you will ever see on YouTube.
Really?
It's hilarious.
I think I have to look this up.
Yeah. Like, just the things they say.
It's just that bad.
It's that bad, but you can't help but watch. Like,
I was reading an article about professional StarCraft players. The average gamer in general, they judge how good you are on something called actions per minute.
APM.
Yeah, APM. The average gamer can only do maybe about 30 or 40, and that's stretching it, I think. Professional StarCraft players in Korea, 300 actions per minute.
That's when they're like in the middle of sick micro. Normally they're sitting about 150, 175. But when they get going, they'll get in like 300. But basically what they're doing is just APM spamming the entire time. Like, they'll just be taking their mouse and just clicking all over the screen just to it's like keeping your hand warmed up.
Basically, superhumans exist. And they're in South Korea.
Pretty much. Like, my basic APM on there is about 50, maybe 60.
Mine, like my YouTube channel, is non-existent.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know anything about StarCraft. All I know is that it's like what kind of game it is, and I know the genre. I don't know the game itself. But
okay.
So I'm trying to comprehend what you're talking about. But so I'm probably like the average viewer of this going on. But so I probably wouldn't have any idea of what was going on if I was actually watching this. So, but I'm
StarCraft rundown.
Fun fact: one of the professional StarCraft players in South Korea, who's one of the top tiered players, he's Canadian.
That is Liquid Huck.
Yeah, fun fact right there for you.
Yep, Huck is from Canada. Lived with Team Liquid. Now lives with Team EG, Evil Genius.
Listeners, any thoughts you might have had about us being nerds, I think has been solidified with what we were talking about right now.
But I got something related to this too, but I just want to talk about the APM?
Yep.
Was that okay? Got it right. I'm trying to think, like, okay, so that's like, I don't really know exactly what it is. Like, all right, like, how many, can you continually do turns? Like, if it's real-time strategy, you can do everything. So I'm trying to think about, yeah, so it's like, you'd have to be, like, that's inhuman.
You basically have to be ready to go the entire time. Like, these guys burn calories when they play.
Yeah, that, like...
Another thing I learned, showboating is considered, it's like the worst possible thing you can do when you win.
So,
because, like in South Korea, I think it's part of their culture, like, you have to be very humble and very civil. And if you showboat, it looks really bad on your part. But there's one player who just, like, he dances every time he wins. He rubs it in your face.
I think that's either OGS MC or EG Idra. It's one of the two.
I'll look it up because I'm bored. Okay. Actually, I'm not bored. I'm waiting for 2.5 Men to start.
What was I going to say? Speaking, we were talking about the conventions earlier. The COD XP had the tournament. I don't know if you heard about, like, that. They had a somewhat MLG tournament. I don't know if it was actually, like, sanctioned by them, but basically all the MLG teams showed up and played in this tournament. I think it was open to everyone, but they pretty much, they knew it was going to be an MLG tournament just because all the teams were there. So it'd be like if you held a hockey tournament and all the NHL teams said they were going to show up, but everyone else could enter a team. You already know that you have no chance. That's basically what happened. So the top prize was $400,000, right?
Yeah.
Optic Gaming won it, which they pretty much said was going to happen. And,
GOAT should enter. We would destroy them.
But, yeah, anyway, so they got the check for $400,000. It turns out that $100,000 of that went to taxes.
Hey, that's what living in America does to you.
$100,000.
I'm actually surprised because, like, I thought tax like in America was 50%.
What?
This is all I've heard. Like, I heard stories like you have to pay taxes on the stuff you win and the price is right.
Yeah, I knew that, but that's just. I don't even have I can't even comprehend how insane that is.
It's still a butt ton of money.
It doesn't matter. That's like, Will, I'm going to give you $1 million. Oh, no, wait, you're not going to give you $1 million. Here's $800,000. That's $200,000 you don't have now after I just promised it to you. And they won it.
This pisses us off the most because we don't have to deal with this in Canada. We don't have taxes like this. If that tournament was held in Canada and we won the $400,000, we would get $400,000.
And even if it doesn't have to be held in Canada. As Canadian citizens, if you go to the casino or something like that and you win money in the States, you can come back and they refund all the taxes that you got taken away from you.
Yeah, see, the Americans are probably just used to it. That's why they don't complain as much.
So that's why,
I don't know.
If they have a Canadian on the team,
don't know about
it. That's why if they should have recruited one of us, Optic Gaming should have, to be the backup, and then they could have put the check out into our name, and then we could have came to Canada, got all the taxes back, and then still got the money.
It's a devious plan, but it works.
Exactly.
I also remember at COD XP they had a life-sized, a full-scale replica of the map Scrapyard. That they did. And they played paintball on. They played a game of paintball on that. I would have loved to do that.
That would be cool.
Full-scale replica of Scrapyard.
I remember hearing that at the COD XP event, JD 2020 tweeted, who's Josh Olin, the community manager for Treyarch, he tweeted that he was going to put up a booth at COD XP that said you could pay $10 to punch him in the stomach. Just as a joke, right? But I just thought that was hilarious.
Okay, so what segment are we on now?
This is some quality stuff.
We're like 45 minutes in right now, and it doesn't feel like that. So.
All right, so hate to break this here. Debate of the week. Let's get on this.
Wait, we missed a part. Back to the gaming news. But all right. The retro game of the week. I don't remember what we said last time, but
I said Spyro.
What?
I think I said Spyro was the retro game of the week last time. No, it was Crash Team Racing.
Okay, I'm saying that the retro game of the week this week has to be like 8 or 16-bit. I'm laying down.
Red.
You can't all go at the same time.
All right, we'll go.
Okay, Will. Sorry, I talked again. We have some bad coordination here.
Okay. Pokemon Red.
There we go. Pokemon Red is blatantly better than Pokemon Blue.
Yes, it is.
Chrono Trigger would be mine.
I don't think I've ever played that.
Neither have I. No. I was actually kidding. What's mine, actually? Come back to me later.
Mine, I'm going to go like Serious Classic. It's either Asteroids, because that's like my favorite old game of all time, or just because I had the theme song stuck in my head today, Tetris.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
Best game of all time. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Yes.
Yeah. Got the game sitting right here.
Yep. Single-handedly responsible for the video game crash of the 80s.
Okay, so I think we can move on to the great debate now.
Yeah.
I think we
What
need
is our topic?
I think we need music. We need intro music for all of these segments. I think I'll work on it in post.
Mario Kart sounds.
I'll work on it in post, or we'll discuss it later and figure out what we're gonna do. Again, we're not talking about behind-the-scenes work on the podcast. But anyway, the great debate. Dun dun dun. An underwhelming. All right, Danny, what you were going to introduce it, so go.
Okay, let's debate. Is piracy when is piracy all right to do? When is it a good time to use piracy?
What I have written down here is digital piracy truly a bad thing?
Yeah, right there.
I don't have it in front of me, and I will start. Will, you've probably heard of this. Lee, have you ever heard of a video game movement called Operation Rainfall?
No, I haven't.
Will's laughing, so he knows what I'm talking about. Nintendo, the Nintendo Wii probably has one game coming out this year that's noteworthy at all, and that's Legend of Zelda.
Thing you're talking about, I just remember something really important.
Go.
Okay, Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, is supposed to have 50 hours of gameplay.
So it's the greatest game of the year, then, apparently.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so that's the only noteworthy game coming out for the Wii. In Japan, there are 3 games. There's The Last Story, which was created by the same guy who created Final Fantasy. You can probably tell because of the name.
Okay.
There's Xenoblade, and there's Pandora's Tower.
Okay.
According to the reviews from those games, they are absolutely amazing. Yet Nintendo of America refuses to localize them for North America. Except they're already released in Europe, and they're already localized in English. So it's absolutely ridiculous why they won't bring it to North America. Exactly. It's
so there's literally nothing like holding them back.
They don't have to do anything. They have to repackage the box and ship it to North America, probably. I don't know. Well, the Nintendo Wii is region locked, so you can't import a game from Europe and play it on a North American console. I would say piracy is good in this case because Nintendo, in the words of Jim Sterling, they're basically saying Nintendo does not want your money. So why get the game from Europe, import it, and hack into your Nintendo Wii, pirate the game on a torrent site.
Well, as it stands right now, the Wii is the easy. Well, out of home consoles, the Wii is the easiest thing to hack. Out of the 3 big consoles.
I will ever endorse digital piracy is because I want to play The Last Story. But I can't because they haven't released it in North America. So, that's the only way I can play it. I will do that, and I will play it.
I think
what I don't like.
Okay, go.
What I don't like about digital piracy is say if you pirate a game like Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
If you are pirating that game, developers are losing money because they're not getting paid for any of that, and so. And especially, it's even worse if you pirate little indie games like Braid or something, because that's just developed by one guy using his own money. So if he's not making any money on that, he's not going to be able to make another game. And Braid was a freaking awesome game. So if he's not if you pirate a game, it's going to prevent developers from creating even more games and better experiences. So that's when I don't endorse piracy. But in the term of Operation Rainfall, I do see that's okay.
Well, if you're thinking about it, I was about to say that I think out of all media right now, video games are probably they don't really need to worry about what's going on in terms of piracy as much as any other media like music or movies or anything like that. I think that
especially movies. They've
put in enough safeguards and made it difficult, or at least discouraged it enough.
Yeah, digital rights management. They put in all that DRM stuff.
Well, even hardware, they make it almost impossible to hack. You can do it, but it's usually costly, and you pretty much have to go to a back alley guy to do it. So, unless you know how to take apart a system, you can do it yourself. But not many people know how to do that properly without electrocuting yourself or breaking the system. And then you made me think of indie games like that, which are usually released digitally and not a hard copy of a game, right? So there are probably
you can still get them on torrent sites, though.
That's what I mean. They're probably a higher extent of like what's going on. I just lost what I was going to say. There's probably a higher instance of that happening. One of you has your computer turned up too loud, or I just suddenly got louder for some reason. So I think it's you, Danny. But
I'm putting it down now.
okay.
Not me.
Anyway. Yeah, I think there's probably a higher instance of piracy among indie games or games that are downloadable, so more so than there are hard copy versions of games, but I still don't think that piracy in the video game market is as bad as it is in other areas, so I think that
Case in point, Microsoft Office. If you're a student, you're pirating Microsoft Office. That's pretty much how it's going to go.
I'm going to ignore the fact that my Microsoft Word on my PC that's open right now says product activation failed. But
anything computer related is going to get pirated. That's the thing. It's inevitable. There's nothing anyone can do. You can try, but there's 6 billion people on planet Earth. Someone's going to find a way to pirate it, and other people are just going to follow suit. Personally,
One thing I've got here, I've got some statistics from Minecraft here. They got 13 million registered users for Minecraft, of which only 1/4 have actually bought the game.
Yeah,
Holy crap, are you serious?
To be a registered user, you just have to go onto the Minecraft site and make an account. That's a registered user.
Still. Like, generally, if you're going to register, you're going to end up buying the game at some point, or at least getting the game.
Well, I don't know if there's a way to pirate it and play online, because I bought it in alpha. That's how long ago I bought it. Probably coming up on a year now. That's a long time ago that I bought it. I had it pirated probably for about a month, and I couldn't go online. That was just when I was testing it out, and it was given to me. I didn't actually go out and do it, but
I should point out, Lee, remember when my cousin Jeff gave me 5 alpha keys?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got that. He might have pirated them.
That too, yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
But yeah.
So how the hell did he get those? Like that's kind of like weird, like how he managed to have 5 alpha keys, fully functioning alpha keys to the game.
The reason why I never bought it, or I didn't buy it sooner, was just because it's not on Steam, first of all. I've never used Steam, but I understand it's probably a lot easier and a lot more reliable in terms
it's more
of
organized, and there's a lot of security measures.
In terms of PC gaming, yes. But there's still somewhat of a stigma to just throwing around your credit card information. Well, maybe not as a whole, but I myself don't really buy much off of the internet.
SN hack, I'm not putting my credit card anywhere.
Yeah, but
trust credit cards.
But so that's one of the reasons why I didn't do it. I don't even think I had a credit card at that point, but when I first did get it, or on my credit card, I did buy it. But if you really do think about it, well, getting away from piracy for a second, talking about buying Minecraft, I'm not a plug for Minecraft, but but anyway, it's probably the best value game around. It is infinitely playable.
Out of it. It's unlimited, I think, right?
I bought it for, what was it? It was €10 during the alpha, so that's $15 Canadian. And now I believe is it 15 or 20 euro now? I don't know, but
I think it's €15 right now.
So that's probably around between $20 and $25 Canadian or American. So I don't know the conversion rate for Europe, so you have to type that in yourself. But do some homework for this podcast.
It's 1.6.
What was that?
I'm pretty sure the conversion.
Will, you're cutting out.
Well, there he is.
Whoa.
Hello.
The internet just killed itself. Okay.
We've lost Mark. We can't lose you too.
Crappy apartment internet.
Sorry,
Danny.
So,
sorry,
So yeah, what were you saying about the conversion rate?
What?
Well, you were saying what the conversion rate was, and then you cut out.
Yeah, I think the conversion rate is 1.6.
Is that for euros, or is that for the?
Yes, like $1.6 is equal to €1.
Oh, okay. So
I learn something new every day.
The more you know.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
It's fun to learn because knowledge is power.
So,
no,
but what about in terms of music?
That is inevitable.
But why is it inevitable? Is the question.
Well, crap. I had something on the tip of my tongue.
Someone will be pumping out a new song every hour, pretty much.
Yeah.
See, it's inevitable for the fact. I'm going to go back to my 6 billion people stance. So there's 6 billion people on the earth. Not everyone's perfect. Some are, pardon my language here, some are assholes. So they're just going to do it. Some people don't want to pay. They just don't want to pay. They don't want to spend the money on CDs. So they're going to pirate. They're going to pirate their song. And
But what you were saying, somebody puts out a new song or album every day, but that doesn't give you the right to download it for free when they want money for it, or when it's being charged for money or being charged for on iTunes, right?
No, I'm not for piracy, but just the thing is that there's so many songs out there, it's going to happen. Like, statistically, it will happen.
I just like how piracy is... it has kind of the standpoint where it's like, oh yeah, no one should pirate anything. Piracy is bad. And then if you talk to any of those people that say that, they're going to be like, oh yeah, well I download music, but it's different what I do or how I do it. Right?
See, I used to download music. I remember back when Napster first came out, I would download music off Napster. I don't do that anymore. I put the songs from my CDs onto my computer, or I actually buy it from iTunes. Frankly, songs are 99 cents to $1.29. You're not breaking the bank on songs, frankly. That's what I don't see. Some people, like I said, some people are just cheap. They don't want to pay the money. Well, I personally will pay the money because I get good value out of it.
The average album is $10.
Yeah, and sometimes you get 12 songs out of that.
Yeah,
that's less than $1 a song. You get an okay value. They're not ripping you off.
I think that
it's not like in my stance, like Microsoft Office. They're charging $300 for the home and business suite.
Okay, that's a bunch of crap.
They're probably making a profit of, how much did I say, $300? They're probably making a profit of $299.
Same with operating systems. There's no need for them to be that much money. I get
Especially buying an upgrade. If you have Windows Vista and you want to upgrade to Windows 7, you pretty much have to pay. Oh, look who wants to join in.
Tardy as usual.
Damn it, Dave.
Oh, God. Don't do it.
Is he coming in?
Don't do it.
I don't know.
Let him in.
Well, this program tries to catch up with itself. I'm trying to figure out exactly. We are approaching the hour mark, just for the record.
Listeners, if you're wondering why we just completely stopped talking about digital piracy, our friend Dave is an hour late. He has finally arrived.
Oh, maybe not yet. I don't know what's going on.
If he can find his way in here.
But, okay, anyway. In terms of music, okay.
The hell was that?
Whatever.
Oh my God, Dave.
Make up your mind, Dave.
Tell him he'll have to wait till next week.
Oh, there he's in.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Patterson, in all his mustache glory, is in this podcast.
Yeah, for the record, Dave, we've been recording for an hour already. So.
Well, I was playing Super Smash Brothers, and then I was playing Mario Party. So.
We are more important than that, Dave.
All right, so
Dave, you're officially designated host for the last 10 minutes.
Right now we're in the middle of.
Not even 10 minutes.
Is digital piracy truly a bad thing? You want to weigh in on that topic, Dave? In any
Bad
way,
thing for who?
is it truly like as bad as like people say? Like, okay, like piracy is bad, like in that way.
Well, it is still theft. Like, you're still stealing a product from someone who otherwise will be making money off of it.
That's what I use for my
Are we
game.
talking about, like, music piracy or, like,
Anything,
games or
like
application
music piracy, video game piracy, program piracy, like anything digital
software
piracy.
piracy isn't a good thing, first of all. And, yeah, I think it's bad for the people who make the software because they don't get all the money they should. They estimate that people lose billions of dollars every year from people illegally downloading software. Now, music and stuff like that, that's another story completely.
That's what we were just talking about.
Because the money often does not get to the performer or the producer of whatever.
But what if we take it from this way? If I walk into a grocery store and take a bag of chips, that bag of chips is no longer in the store. It is gone. It is in my possession. If I walk into this fictional digital music store that has files there, all right? Picture I'm in the internet version in Futurama where I can actually walk around, all right? Are you with me? Yeah.
This is a big truck.
But, yeah, so, and I grab a track off of the... I pick up Rebecca Black's Friday and just walk out.
I think we just changed the topic entirely here.
No. Listen, all right?
Is it still stealing if the product sucks?
Does the quality of music determine if it's theft or not?
They will actually pay you to take that away from them.
I stole this album and I was not pleased with it. I want to return it for full value.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
It will give you double value.
But okay, so digital piracy. What I was trying to say was I'm not taking anything because I'm copying that file. That file is still there. They still have access to that file, unlike this bag of chips that I took that they don't have access to.
Think of it this way, though. In the digital world, think of it like how you said that the file is still there. Think of it that you are taking it, just it's replenishing itself. A new one's being added. Because no matter what you take, that could have been money that could have been used to buy what you took. Similar to
it's not
chips.
that you're taking a physical product; it's that you're taking the profit that would have been there if you had bought it.
See, in terms of games, that's what I was going to. Sorry, Will.
What were you saying, Will?
I think the main thing is basically just like the quantity of what you're taking from the internet. Like you're taking a program that, I don't know, just a big program, then that could be slightly problematic. It was like one song, I don't think anyone's really going to care.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted because people are screwing around with their webcams.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dave and I are having a yawning contest.
But, okay, what was I going to say? What about, like, movie piracy?
I don't like that.
It's the same thing as music piracy.
I just don't like that, especially with stuff like Netflix now, where it's super cheap and you can...
Yeah, the idea of downloading things before was that it was so much easier to get if you could just download it off the internet for free, instead of having to either go to the store, pick up a DVD, or go to the theater and pay the exorbitant price of popcorn there. But now that you can just get these videos off of Netflix for next to nothing, that argument's not there anymore.
Well, even, like, iTunes, it's reliable, it's... You're not going to get your money stolen. I don't think a lot of people talk about that, unless your downloads don't work or things like that, but that's another story. But, I mean, like, your information isn't going to be leaked by iTunes. I don't think there's ever been...
That's what Sony said.
Well, yeah.
Sony's a different story.
To date, there hasn't been any major security flaws. But also, there's no, like, I'm trying to say, like, the convenience factor is there. It downloads. It's just like you just click on it and download. And so there's the convenience the convenience area for piracy is no longer valid. Right?
Right. You can still argue that some of the things are overpriced. Like, I was looking at TV shows on iTunes, and it's like $5 for an episode of a TV show.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's almost as bad as Microsoft Office, like we were discussing before you got here. Microsoft Office is overpriced.
TV shows, I don't really have a problem with.
Yeah, and what about, like, free, where you can watch TV shows for free online, like sites like Hulu, even though we can't get it in Canada as of now, unless they changed it, but which I don't think they did. But
yeah, you still can't get it.
what about sites like that?
Well, that's like, you're not stealing a product then. Like,
They made deals, right? They made deals with like publishers and all that.
That's what the advertising was before.
Is there significant enough advertising revenue as there would be like commercial breaks on TV? Because like I know they have ad blocking programs, so I could just skip all of those ads, and they're not getting revenue off of that, and that's perfectly legal to install. Is that piracy? Ad block programs?
I wouldn't call it piracy. Like, as soon as you say piracy, you're saying it's a legal issue. And in that case, it wouldn't be a legal issue. It would be entirely a moral issue. Whether it's moral to block advertisements, knowing that that's the sole profit for whatever company you're using the service.
Well, not the sole profit,
but the main profit, like YouTube or something like that. It's their main profit.
Yeah, it's their entire profit. It's how they fund the partner program, and it's their multi-million-dollar partner program as of now. But
yeah.
Okay, Lee, what time are we hitting at right now?
I don't know. I don't care. We'll keep going. But we have another segment, so.
Okay, so let's end this right now with a consensus.
But no, I just want. Well, before we finish, I just wanted to say one thing. We talked about. Well, I said that video game piracy, it isn't as bad because they've taken good enough measures where it's difficult to pirate a physical copy of a disc on a console, right? We're talking about home consoles too. I mean, like PC piracy as a whole, it's probably on the same level as music and program piracy.
Yeah.
But home console piracy, it's almost non-existent as of now, unless you physically alter the hardware, which is difficult if you don't know what you're doing or you don't know where to go to get it done.
And recently they've gotten a lot better at detecting modifications as well.
So that's what I mean. So is it then a hardware or the company's issue? Because if they've almost eradicated console piracy, how can they do that for like PC or computer or program piracy? Is it not really the people's like trying to download it? It's their fault because they're not taking the proper measures like they did with consoles?
Well, there is no proper measures you can make on a PC. Like, there is no dedicated hardware that you can modify to make things work. You have the software, and the software needs to be protected. But you get these problems where, like EA, people like that, start putting these like extra serial key thingies where you need to register for online services in order to use your game. I know there's issues, I don't remember what game, but you had to be online to play, even though it was a single-player game.
Yeah.
And so people
that
would
was
have internet
Ubisoft.
connections.
Ubisoft,
had the
EA,
online only.
There's an online code for Resistance 3.
Yeah, if you don't have an internet connection, or if you just happen to lose your connection for a while, you can't play your game.
I think it was Assassin's Creed 2 that first had that.
So the companies are coming in to fix the piracy problems by making it harder for non-illegal copies to run. So you've got people that are legitimately using the software the way it's supposed to be used, paying the company for the product, and they're having to foot the bill for the people that are stealing it.
Yeah, but is that minor inconvenience to you worth, like, let's say you're someone who doesn't pirate anything, you're strictly against it. Are you going to complain when the anti-piracy measures directly affect you? Like, do you have the ground to do that?
It affects you a lot. People have complained about it.
He's right. Like, Ubisoft has lightened their DRM on their games. Remember, like, how I said Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood had the online-only thing?
Yeah.
Not, like, Ubisoft said they were going to have that DRM on every game they release on PC. I don't think they have that anymore. I think, like, it's become, they've lightened it up a lot. They've kind of made it so that it's not as, it's not as big of a nuisance anymore. So they do listen. They do listen to fans. And I'm getting a self-advertisement here for Nestea, so I'm kind of getting a little thirsty here.
Just
They
to let you
can't
know,
see us, Danny.
yeah. Just to let you know, Dave, we're not filming video. Just
Yeah, can we get like money for this?
it reminds you of the scene in
They
Wayne's
can't
World.
see us, but they can hear that we're mentioning Nestea.
It reminds you of the scene in Wayne's
There you
World.
go,
We should get a
Well,
website.
But
But
okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
we
you
should
go.
probably conclude with.
wait. Will had something to say.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Why-
What, did I?
Yeah, you said something, and then I think Dave or myself like talked over you for a second.
Okay, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
So we're kind of assholes.
Okay, so we have the final segment. I don't think this will go on for too long, but
We
just
should do one thing though.
I have one thing that we can
should-
finish the segment on. That's the word I'm looking for. We have our general discussion segment, and basically, this general discussion is going to be about Google Plus and how awesome it is. And to start it off, I have the top 10 reasons why Google Plus is better than any social networking site. So, I thought of these purely on my own, and this might not be your opinion, but this is my thoughts on why Google Plus is awesome. I'm going to go through them. Can you please put that on vibrate? We're a professional podcast here.
I'm sorry, I really am.
You come in late, your phone rings, you plug your own products here. And I'm
You're
confused.
wearing a hat.
Okay. Reason number 1. Actually, reason number 10. We'll go backwards. Reason number 10 why Google Plus is better than any social networking site.
Wait. Are these qualitative?
They're my opinion.
But is number 10 like the lowest and then number 1 is the best?
Or are these just general things?
I'd say 1 through 9 is all equal. Or,
And then you started reaching. Then you started trying to find little extra things to make your list look bigger. Because that's what all people do.
10 through 9 is 10 through 9 10 through 9 is equal, 1 is higher. So, yes, it is increasing in qualitative.
Let him say it.
Let me say the point. Okay, number 10. It is a way better method of organizing people. On Facebook, you have this ragtag friends list that. What? Dave, did you just freeze? Did we lose Dave?
Dave?
His face. Dave froze with the weirdest
Dave,
face ever.
Sorry to our viewers, but that was like the most.
Apparently, I decided in the middle of this conversation, I decided to ask me whether I wanted to accept incoming connections from Google Hangouts. So it just let us go.
Dave, what was your face that the screen froze at?
It was just like Okay, so what were you going to say, Dave, before you got cut off?
I actually was asking if you guys got cut off, because you guys froze and then I froze,
No.
apparently.
Oh.
No, you froze.
On with the list.
So it has a way better method of organizing people, which, like, you have this ragtag friends list, adding people that I don't even consider my friend, that I just met 5 minutes ago, occasionally drunkenly. But
In all fairness, though, Facebook has been improving their friends list.
Yeah.
Purely because of Google+. Plus.
yeah, so what does that say?
This has no friends list. This has circles.
Yeah, you don't even need to accept a friend's request. You just add them into your circle, and then it's like Twitter in that
The
way.
way of organizing your friends are in circles.
Twitter was a better way to begin with, and it is like Twitter, very much reminiscent of Twitter. But it is still better in the fact that circles are superior because you can just, like... It's like groups and friends lists and your Twitter following combined. Right?
In one.
Yeah.
So, it is better in that way. Although, you know what, this whole list is just because it is a newer website, so it's obviously going to be better, but not a lot of people are using it, and it's probably not got the following it deserves, so I'm going to plug it right now.
Well, it's not even open yet. You have to be invited to get in.
It's still an invite phase?
Yeah, but still.
Oh, damn.
It's so awesome, it shouldn't be an obstacle. Anyway, number 9, it's more seamless integration of celebrities / famous people you've never met along with your friends. So, like, Facebook, to do that, you had to, the person that you were looking for had to create, like, their own group page, right, kind of thing, like, so you had to like the page, not actually add them as a friend, which was kind of dumb, unless they had a personal page, which is actually really annoying for them, from what I understand. But, and then on Twitter, you can just follow celebrities and listen to what they have to say. Most of the time, they don't have anything to say. But, and the people that are on Google Plus now do say stuff. So it's because they're more committed to the social networking aspect of their, like, right?
I followed Jerry Seinfeld on Twitter. That was 3 months ago. That man has only tweeted like 8 times.
Exactly.
Where are the tweets about nothing?
So people go to Google Plus, or the like celebrities that have moved to Google.
Jerry Springer. No, not Jerry Springer.
What's this?
Never mind. Just gonna stop there.
What's the deal with Jerry Seinfeld? but yeah, so plus it doesn't really interfere because like, I don't know. It's just a better way of doing it, and you can believe me on that. Also, number 8, Google allows you to be a dick without anyone actually knowing it. You can title your circles whatever you want, and no one ever knows it. And I love, I love the catharsis that comes with, like, putting you, oh, you want to follow me? I guess I'll follow you back out of mutual respect. I'm going to put you into the people I'm never going to talk to circle. the asshole circle. Yes. So it's just the subtle satisfaction of doing that.
Girls I hit on in high school.
And subsequently will never speak to me ever again.
Which may or may not be related to the experience in high school. Okay, what is this? Number 7? Much easier to selectively post to groups of people. There were groups in Facebook, but
you just clog up the corner of your screen. And
you were only allowed a certain number of groups before you weren't allowed to join another group. I don't think there's a circle limit. I don't know if there is or not.
I don't believe there is.
So it's pretty much like groups combined with friends list, like I said before, right? So it's just a lot easier that way. And again, you can title the groups whatever you want. You don't have to add people into that, and you don't have to, like... Of course, I had to say, hey, you should make this circle about the NERDCast. That's the only way of doing that, but then it's purely up to you, so.
Yeah.
Did I actually have... I just realized I only have 9 in my top 10. It's a top 9!
I've got top 1, don't worry, keep going.
Alright. There is no character limit, and that is a tested fact here at NERDCast. Exclusive to the NERDCast podcast.
I believe he got, like, what, 10,000?
I don't know. So there's no post limit, unlike Facebook and Twitter. Well, Twitter, the character limit is its appeal, but some people, there's a lot of people that use, like, TweetDeck and stuff like that, and tweet longer so that you can make your tweets longer, which is just hilarious to me, because that was the whole reason the website was created, and now you need another website. Man
doesn't want to elongate his tweets.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't remember what number this is, because I realize my numbers don't add up, and I don't have them numbered. It's just a bullet point. Okay, number 5. It's much neater. There are no ads and stupid game notifications. They talked about the games. There won't be notifications, so it'll be like, join me on Farmville. You were given some stupid golden cow or some bullshit.
Oh, how I loathe game notifications on Facebook.
There won't be game notifications.
I just want to
But plus, this.
If I want to play a game of Bejeweled, I can play it on Google Plus.
But I think it'll be better this way because people just sent out those stupid notifications to play the games with them, like whenever, like ragtag, willy nilly. So that wasn't really like that personal. You just like ignored. This time it has to be like somebody has to post on your stream, be like, "Oh hey, I'm playing this. If you like this, you should really try it," and not a standard message. It's actually like more personable. It makes you talk to people, other than just go on their farm and basically act like slaves on virtually. But yeah, there will be games, but there won't be the notifications. There probably will be ads, and there probably are ads right now. I just haven't noticed them. But once it moves into the full thing, there probably will be ads. But as of now,
It's Google. It has to be ads.
Yeah,
that's how they make all their money out of everything.
But as of right now, there are no ads. It'd be funny if it's just like in your stream, you post your comment. This comment brought to you by Powerade.
Brought to you by Chex Mix.
Jeez. Oh, God.
Okay, next point. Point number 4. Google Plus Hangouts with YouTube integration. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you've noticed this, but right now, as we are doing this podcast, we are on Google Plus Hangouts.
Yes.
Right now.
That was going to be my number 1.
Sorry. I got it covered, Will. Don't you worry. But, yes, so we moved officially from Skype. Skype is no longer in our vocabulary unless it's, what is Skype?
Except for the stupid people that won't switch because they're idiots. You gotta stick on Skype so I can play Minecraft with them.
That wasn't me. But...
No, that was not you.
But, yes, so, and also the YouTube integration, which something Skype doesn't have. You can all watch a YouTube video if you wanted to. Please don't do that, Dave, because my sound will come up when I'm recording. Would you like to switch to YouTube? Nope. But,
here is an example. Lee, sorry to cut you off.
Okay, go.
On Wednesday, Lee and I were having a nice little hangout here, discussing props and locations for our little movie.
Redacted, watch for it.
Lee just stopped me and said, "Danny, I got to show you something that you will laugh at." So we watched a video of a Let's Play of a guy playing Pokemon Crystal. Dave, you've seen this?
Seen what?
It's the Let's Play of a guy playing the Vietnamese version of Pokemon Crystal, localized in English, and whoever localized this clearly got paid way too much. Anything more than a cent is way too much. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life.
We got to wrap this up because my MacBook's about to die, but we got a couple minutes left, so I'll finish up my top 10 and we'll exit.
Just go through. Just run it.
No, we're good for about a bit. Probably another 16 minutes. Point number 3.
Sure.
Ish.
It was constructed with mobile use in mind. Like, I don't know if you have the Google Plus app. I have it on my iPhone. I don't know how it is on your Android, Dave, if you have it.
Pretty good.
But you have the nearby setting, right?
Yep.
It's pretty cool that they put that in, and it's not. You can't even get it on the. I don't think you can get it on the web version, can you?
I don't think so.
It's only on the mobile version, so it's cool that they added that in. It's because I don't know how I can. I'm speaking for iPhone. The Facebook app is god awful. It is just.
It's not particularly good on the Android either.
It's very annoying.
Since they revamped the message system, I have not been able to receive messages on my phone. Because they haven't since then.
The app does well. The app doesn't have certain features. Some of them features to get, like, I can't remember exactly what it is. You have to go onto the web browser and use Facebook on the browser to get those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just stupid. So. Twitter, you can just text message or use the app, but the Google Plus, the Google Plus app is actually pretty good. So I think that's pretty good. And this is supposed to be number 2, but it's number 1. Google Plus hasn't made me say, well, that's fucking stupid yet.
That would have been his anger.
It has yet to do that. And I don't know, I say that...
One negative is that they have not supported the Opera browser, which has long been my browser of choice, and I cannot do Google Hangouts or receive notifications from an Opera.
Dave, you are a minority in this world.
Well, they cater to the minorities.
Yeah. I apologize to our large base of Opera users, but...
I had to switch from Opera to Safari to do this chat.
Oh, you poor soul.
I am using Safari.
I had to use Safari to download Firefox.
I had to use it to download Opera, and then I was never going to use it again. But no, I have to use it to use Google Plus chats.
And then there's Internet Explorer, the #1 browser to download another browser.
And the #1 browser in China.
Seriously?
Internet Explorer 6, actually.
6?
Oh.
I'm down like 9 now?
Yes.
I'm having Internet Explorer 6 on my old XP computer.
Yeah.
That's why it's the #1 browser, because everyone's still using XP.
Look at Will just sitting there. He's like, oh, Safari.
It's easier to fire, I suppose.
So yeah, that's my top 9/10 list.
I agree with you 100% that Google Plus is the best social networking site around.
Yep.
But because because it's like not a lot of people are using it, I still use Facebook. I still curse to high heavens when I use Facebook. I still tweet because, frankly, it's like my phone's a crappy Samsung sliding out QWERTY keyboard, so I can't do Google Plus on that, but I can still tweet. But in terms of like what you can do, Google Plus is where it's at. You can't do like this Hangout feature. There's nothing similar. There's nothing close to that on Facebook. There's nothing close to that on Twitter. There's nothing like non-existent on Twitter to that. And in terms of comparing the Hangouts to Skype, honestly, Skype was just why? How?
The only thing I've noticed is that some people that I have added on Google Plus can't use the Hangouts. I don't know if it's their computer or anything, but I know, Danny, you complain because your computer's a piece of crap, and you're running fine. So I don't know what their problem is. They must be using old brick computers. It's a black background with yellow text on the computer.
If your computer is beige, it might not work.
Exactly. If you don't have LEDs in your
right.
computer. But yeah, that's basically...
You're right, 100%. Google Plus is the best out there. It just needs more people. That's all it needs now. More people need to be on Google Plus for it to succeed. And I hope to God it succeeds.
There'll be a link in the description for... I'm pretty sure you can link Google Plus invites or send a link to it. So I'll put a link in the description and I'll put all of our names.
Any one of us can invite you.
So you can add us to a circle.
Yes, just check the doobly-doo.
Yes.
In fact, I'm responsible for all of you being on here. I invited David, who in turn invited Lee, and who invited you, Will?
Dave.
Dave told 2 friends, and then they told 2 friends, and then they told 2 friends.
What was that?
Sorry, I was rambling. Dave, go.
That was dumb.
No, before that, you were... What did you say? Because I was talking over you.
I don't remember. I have the mind of a goldfish. I've already forgotten what we were talking about 5 minutes ago.
And that's NERDCast episode 3.
Nap.
I'm Lee. For Will, Dave, and Danny. This is episode 3.
And I'm Dave.
Yes. You can follow us. You can join Google Plus. Add us to your circles. There'll be a link in the description. I'm also going to put...
Maybe we'll even let you into the podcast.
Probably
Links
not.
to all of our channels in the description.
Our channels will be in the description. Well, our channels are all in the box for our feature channel box on the NERDCast page. And I'm pretty sure...
a little thing for you here. Hopefully for when Mark comes back, we will have an update on our movie and where we are at.
Yeah, there will be a feature for that next. We'll do some talking about it, but Mark has to be here for that, so... yeah, so...
In the words of David Patterson, procrastinators unite tomorrow.
Appropriate links will be in the description. Say goodbye, everybody.
Rest in peace, Mark.
We miss you, Mark.
Mark!
Oh, I'm still tired from an hour and a half ago.
And on my running on reserve battery power note, goodbye. See you next time.
Anyway.
Exit stage left.